Let's get our guest speaker up here, folks. For those that don't know who he is, he's made a decision to do ACN and not sleep in his bed until he gets everything wrapped up. He had two master's degrees, and he was at his desk one day at home, and his fingers were not moving on the keyboard. And he get a call from the manager. His boss, who probably maybe younger than him, had enough audacity and nerve to say, "Are you okay?" And Mr. Foster said, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Am I okay? I'm fine. Why?" He said, "Your keyboards are not moving." And he said, I'll never forget this. Man, I went to the restroom. And I know what he really want to say. He want to say I'm a grown man. I'm not that kind of a prisoner. I can go to the restroom. I'm smart enough to know when I got to go. So be quiet and let me sit back down. Without further ado, from Dallas, Texas, the one and only great backbone and posture man himself, Mr. Sam Foster.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas, for coming to the meeting on last night. We really appreciate your presence and all that you do, not only for our team here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, but all over the globe. We want to thank you and give it back to you for continuing to be the leader that you are. Thank you, Mr. Jabri Clements, for putting this tech aspect together. I know I had you running this morning. I appreciate you, sir. I don't take you guys' time for granted. And as you guys can see, I'm actually on my front porch today. I am really outside. I have these glasses on, not necessarily because I'm cool, but because this is summertime officially in the state of Texas. And you guys know it can get hot real fast, real fast. Okay. I want to, first of all, before I start out, I want to congratulate all the newly promoted individuals, the RCs, the CQs, and I also want to give a special shout out to my team. I got Mr. Jonay Moore, who's actually in the field as we speak. He's on my team. He got qualified last week. He's actually in the field. He's in a remote part of Texas. He left out on Tuesday evening. He's so far in the sticks, ladies and gentlemen. His service is spotty. I don't care where you're at. He's that far in the sticks, but he's working on a gentleman that has a slew of Airbnbs. These are guys that's on the ground running. These guys are hitting the ground hard. They making me look good. So I have to get uncomfortable myself. I'm coming to that topic. But before I do, I want to get Mr. Kenny Agman on the call. He's a newly promoted CQ on last night. He got the email last night from ACN. I want to put him on the call for just a short minute so he can give you guys a grist of what he's going through and how he got to that achievement. Without further ado, Mr. Kenny, the call is yours. Are you on there, sir?
Yes, sir. ACN family, what up? What is up, man? Y'all, I'm pumped. Uh, Again, my name is Kenny Agbim, 26 years old out here repping Dallas, Texas. And I got to tell everybody on this call, congratulations for making the step because y'all doing all the things to change your life. And for me, last time I talked, Al Thomas was getting on my head for all the things that I wasn't doing. So I got out of my way, listened to him, turned around, and in 5 days was qualified. Yo, this thing work. This thing works. I got a check on the way. I'm hungry. And man, I just want to give y'all all the encouragement and inspiration. And if I could just say one thing, it's not a question of if this does or does not work. The only question is, are you going to do the work? And listen to those who have told you what to do, who have found success. Follow your promises to yourself. Your word is your biggest currency. And go out there and let's change some lives, y'all. Let's get it. Thank you, Sam, for letting me talk, man. I'm newly qualified off the press.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your due diligence. Thank you for that turnaround. That has been an awesome turnaround. You have been an inspiration to the team as a whole. And I just wanted to get him on the phone, ladies and gentlemen, to show you guys a newly promoted individual, or the individual that's on the ground running and doing the things that he's supposed to do. And it's not too late for anybody that's on this call, whether you came in yesterday, whether you got in once again 30 years ago, it can be done and it is happening. Okay. If you're taking notes, the title of today is DMO. DMO. Put it in the chat if you understand and you know what DMO represents. I want to see if everybody's thinking. DMO. Can you put it in the chat what that actually means? Somebody. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. DMO. That's right, Mr. James Clark. That's right, Daryl Ransom. That's right. I see it. Kenny Hansen. I see it. Deborah R. It's coming in. This thing works. That's right, Kathleen Williams. Daily method of operation. As you guys can recognize, I've been doing this daily thing. I started off with Mayday. That's right. We're sticking with the theme of daily. This day, it stands for daily method of operation. Hashtag. If you're doing a hashtag today, I want this to mean that challenging the inner me. That's right. It's a word play on two sides. Challenging the inner me, which means yourself, and challenging the enemy, those forces that come against you. So it's a word play on two sides. Daily method of operation, challenging the inner me, which is yourself, and challenging the enemy, those forces that are opposed that come against you. We all have them, ladies and gentlemen, but we have to do things daily to make sure that we're doing the right things at the right time to get the right results. Now, what Mr. Kenny did not tell you, we had a slight conversation last night before the meeting. And he said to me, once he recognized he had hit that promotion, he said, wow, I actually did this in the last 5 days. He said, imagine what I would have done and been able to do had I really gotten focused. So basically, what that said to me, ladies and gentlemen, was he had 20 some days that he left money off the table. Whoa, that's right. Hold on to the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. This ride is getting ready to get deep. You guys know how I do. It's getting ready to get deep. The brother just said to me last night, he left 20 something days off the table. Ladies and gentlemen, for this individual to tell me that, not only did it send shockwaves to me, but it reverberated and hit him again. And by the way, he's a Nigerian nightmare. So you know when they get upset, things are going to change. I got it, Mr. Kenny. I got it. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand that you have to do things daily to get the results in your business. It's the little things that count. It's the big things that count. It's everything in between that counts that's going to get you your results. I'm going to go over a few things. I'm going to be quick. Like I always say, I got a long way to go in a short time to get there because I want to be precise with this message. I want to be really precise, and I want it to hit in all the right places. And by the way, it's getting pretty hot out here, so you know I'm going to make it quick. Okay, listen up, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. The first thing I want you guys to understand is between your best day and your worst day is humility. If you're taking notes, between your best day and your worst day of anything, in the midpoint is humility. It's going to always be the things that you do to prepare yourself to get to where you're trying to go. But we all have to humble ourselves. And a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, we don't always necessarily do that or want to do that. But there's a humbleness that comes along with you before you can ever get to a level called SVP, right? All the SVPs have had to do it. And I'm quite sure Mr. Thomas continues to do it on a regular basis when he's helping somebody. Why? Because he has to oftentimes come from where he is to let people know where he came from. I think, in my opinion, I think a lot of times technology has spoiled the average individual. That's right. Technology has spoiled the average individual. It makes us run around here and think that we're entitled to an accomplishment. It really does. Think about it for a second. With all this technology and all you don't necessarily have to be in front of anybody. I'm a YouTuber. I get all this all day long. I'm a YouTuber. That doesn't entitle you to any kind of accomplishment or any kind of money. But everybody wants to say I'm an influencer. Oh, let me pull out a bigger word for you, Mr. James Clark. I'm an influencer. Oh man, don't let them throw that word around. Oh boy, they'll throw that word around like they cooking grit somewhere. They'll sit and say, oh, I'm an influencer. What's your title? I'm an influencer. Nobody has a common title anymore. Everybody wants to be bigger than where they're supposed to be. That's why a lot of times when people fall, they fall real hard because they don't even want to do the little steps, David Enlow, that it takes to actually accomplish anything. Everybody want to already be there before they get there. Can anybody relate to me? They want to be there already. You don't want to take any time out to encourage yourself or to be motivated. Or you want to jump in this business today and then tomorrow you want to be an SVP. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. SVP Platinum. You want to go from making zero to making 450 per qualified person. But you don't want to put in the work like a Mr. Al Thomas. No, 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 no. You don't want to do that. You want to do that. You just think you want to get a jet like his. You want to fly off into the sunset. No work involved. Please don't make me say I have to work. And Lord forbid I have to put any money down on it. What? I just can't do this. I can't just snap my finger. It doesn't have to. It's gonna cost me something. Oh, don't let it cost me something. Come on, y'all. Don't let it have to cost me anything. That's the world we're living in now, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody want it free. Everybody want to be a free spirit, man. We want this thing like it's the 60s, Catherine Williams. They want to act like it's a free spirit out here. They don't want it to cost them anything. They just wanted like Kool-Aid to come out their water fountain every day. They want their hair to be already made up. They want their clothes to be on when they jump out the bed. They want to smell like roses. Oh, they don't want the process. Oh, Mary Moulton, they want the progress. They don't want the process. They don't want it because it's going to cost them something. But I found something out, ladies and gentlemen. There's a small slew of individuals that actually embrace the process. Well, what do you mean, Sam? What about the process? What it is about the process? The process is the work that you put in that's going to keep you humble. That when you do get to a level of an SVP or SVP Platinum, you'll understand what you had to go through. That way you can pass it down to your other individuals that's on your team that's behind you. If you don't go through anything, you can't know anything. And if you don't know anything, Kenny, you can't show anything. Come on now. Think about the process. Process one, they don't want the process. They want things just to happen. Adrian O'Neal, they just want things to happen. Freddie Sherman, they just want things to happen. But nothing just happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on this roller coaster, right? And my pastor's doing this book now. It's called Disruptive Thinking, and it's rocked my world. It's literally rocked my world. I've been tossing, I've been turning, I've been getting up in the middle of the night. And when Mr. Kenny got his promotion, it really fired me up. I'm just going from zero. I don't want a title anymore. I don't want none of the accolades. I just want to start back from zero as if I just stepped in ACN last night. I'm just a new person. I'm not even a CQ. I'm just a regular individual that needs to get the CQ. That's my mentality. For somebody on the call, you need to go back to phase one, just having an ordinary hunger and a mentality for what you're trying to do. Okay, with that said, I look at myself and I say to myself, what is it that I need to do to keep myself uncomfortable? Like Mr. Thomas said, yeah, I vowed to sleep on my floor and things of that nature. And I had some success. But then I started feeling like, nah, you're still getting a little uncomfortable. You're getting people to join the team. You're getting slight success, and they're getting promoted and this, that, and the other. Then I started thinking to myself, I said, wait a minute. I said, what I don't want to do is get comfortable. I said, so what do I need to do to make sure that I'm staying uncomfortable? Now, I'm getting ready to reveal some, ladies and gentlemen. I don't advise you to do it unless you heard from the man above, because my uncomfortable may not be everybody else's uncomfortable. But I know the type of person I am, and the way that I need to get my results may be different from the way you need to get your results. But I'm getting ready to reveal something to you guys, right? So I want to make sure that I was authentic when I did this. So I'm outside on my front porch. So I'm getting ready to get up, ladies and gentlemen, do a visual. And you know how sometimes we say I'm waving the white flag? No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm waving the black towel. I'm actually waving the black towel. I'm sick of this mess. I'm getting ready to show you guys how serious I am about forging forward to actually handle the business that needs to be handled, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys can see, I'm in front of my garage. That's right, I'm in front of my garage. And what I'm getting ready to show you guys is how I feel that I need to get uncomfortable. Okay. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in my garage. And as you can see, if you can look right here, this is my automobile, right? If you look on the ground right here, I want you guys to get a good snapshot of what's on the ground right here. That's right. That's right. If you guys can see it right, that's my battery. That's the battery in my car. I've taken the battery out of my car. That's right, I did it. I took the battery out of my car. I'm not even going to drive a car unless somebody comes to pick me up. I'm not driving a car. I was so serious about not driving the car. I'm going to take you guys back here to the back. I can take you to the back. As you guys can look down here at my tires, I hope you guys can get a good shot of this. That's my tire right there, ladies and gentlemen. I put it on flat. That's right, I put it on flat. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I put it on flat. I'm not driving a car no more. Yeah, the car paid for. Yeah, it's paid for. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's paid for. But now, I done got so uncomfortable with this thing. If these guys could get qualified, if we got all this equipment at our fingertips, if we got all this technology, why am I getting comfortable with just selling for one level? I'm going for the stars, ladies and gentlemen. I'm putting myself on notice. Nobody has to put me on notice. I'm not trying to press nobody. I'm not trying to front. This is what I'm doing. If this is not something that you need to do, don't do it. But I'm putting myself and my team on notice. If I got to walk, I'm going to walk. If I got to crawl, I'm going to crawl. That's right. I'm in my garage. And like I just told you, ladies and gentlemen, I put my car on flat. That's right. If I decide to put this battery back in my car, if I decide to put this battery back in my car, like here, guess what I did? I took it out the car. I said, no, I'm gonna make sure I can't move the car. So I decided to put my car on flat. So I'm gonna have to put the battery back in and have to pump the air back in the tires in order to do anything for this car to move. Why? Because I want my mentality. I asked God, I said, why are you confusing me like this? Why do I have to do it like this? I said, well, why my car? He said, because I want you to be the car. I don't want the car to be the car. I want you to be the car. I want your mentality to be like a car. I want the fuel to be inside of you, not inside of an automobile that can easily be taken from you. You got too comfortable, Sam Foster. You done got too comfortable. Yeah, you got these cars sitting on these rims, and you done got comfortable. You done got fancy now. You got your foreign wheels and no. Ike and Mike, as we used to call it back in the day, ladies and gentlemen. That's my 2 feet, Ike and Mike. I'm getting ready to do it old school style. As you guys got this phrase, these young boys say, I'm finna go get it out the mud. I'm finna go get it out the mud, baby. I'm finna get ready to get it out the mud. I'm gonna show you guys, you don't need what you think you need to accomplish anything. What you need is a mentality. That's the problem we got. Lack of mentality, lack of focus. That's been the problem for a long time. Then you got this technology. Oh, I don't need to come to an event. Oh, I'll watch it on streaming. I'll let it stream. No, 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 no. You need to come outside sometime and get your hands dirty, get your feet wet, jump in the pool. You need to do something to revive your business. And if you're gonna get comfortable with anything, please don't get comfortable with yourself. That's the problem. A lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, we've got so comfortable with ourselves, we'll let them do it. They got promoted. Yeah, but why don't you want your business to excel? If your team got promoted, why you not willing to get on that east side? Because I want to finish. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I'm gonna walk around for a second. I put it on flat. I want somebody to see it again. I put my tires on flat. Yeah. Close in, zoom in. I put them on flat. I won't get in another car until I achieve what I come to achieve, ladies and gentlemen. We get too comfortable with being comfortable, making excuses. Excuses are tools of incompetence that build monuments of nothingness, and those who use them is going to seldom amount to anything. I say it again. Excuses are tools of incompetence that build monuments of nothingness, and those who use them seldom amount to anything. Ain't no more excuses with the kid over here. Ain't no more excuses over here with the kid. I'm gonna light this thing over here like a Texas summer. First of all, I want to set myself on fire so much, y'all gonna walk around and see Sam burn. That's how I want to have my mentality. I want to set it on fire. If I'm gonna lead the team, I'm gonna lead by example. I'm gonna lead by example. So if you see me jumping out of Uber, if you see me jumping out of cab, if you see me jumping out of Lyft, if you see me walking, if you see me with a can around my leg, I'm getting to where I'm going with zero as my mentality. I'm starting from nothing. I don't have a title. I don't have a nothing. I just have me and a willingness to succeed. You got to have that kind of mentality. Why? Because we want something for nothing. And if you want something for nothing, this is not where you're supposed to be at. This is not your organization. This is not where we do that over here. Now, if you want something for something, you have to get on board, stay focused, aim at a direct target, and hit that direct target. In other words, I want to be disruptive to myself first before anybody else can see my disruption. So when you see me walk in the room, you might as well see me and go, uh-oh, what's on his mind? Achievement, what's on his mind? The next level, what's on his mind? SVP, what's on his mind? SVP Platinum. Now they can do SVP Platinum. Why you can't do SVP Platinum? They put their pants leg on one leg at a time, just like anybody else. They get out of bed just like you do. There's no hocus pocus to this thing. It's just hard work and dedication. That's all it is. I put Mr. Agman on the call because remember what he said. He said, what if I would have focused? Think about it. He said, I did this in 5 days. What if he'd have done it the other 20 something days? I added it up, ladies and gentlemen. I really added it up. Had he done that, let's do the real raw numbers. Let's say he just would have did $200 a week. Watch this. That's $800. That's $800 if he just would have done that. But now I know he's kicking himself because he's got to be thinking, wait a minute. If I'd have done that, I'd have been well over $2,000-$3,000. That's upfront money. And by the way, y'all, that's free money. That's ACN giving free money up front. That's not back end money. That's not residual money. That's upfront money that he left on the table. Now, I know other people are on the call kicking themselves, saying, I left money on the table. I don't want to leave any money on the table. I want to be so uncomfortable. All I see in the next couple of months is ACN, ACN, ACN. All I want is customer qualified or IBO. That's all I want. Customer qualified or IBO. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not telling you to do what I do because I know I come across a little raw. But to where I come from, you got to be a little raw because I made it this far in life because I became a little raw. Many of y'all know my story. I come from the project. Really didn't have nothing. I don't like to always talk about it because I feel like if I talk about it too much, it's an excuse. But the reality of it is, I came from nothing. So if you come from zero, everything else is a hero. Let me say that again. If you come from zero, everything else you do is a hero. But you can't get comfortable. And that's what I did. I got comfortable. I stay in this house and I just do this and that. No, 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 no. You got to be a savage at some point. You got to be a savage. And the way that you make yourself uncomfortable and disrupt the status quo is that you have to make yourself uncomfortable. I remember about a year and a half ago, Mr. Thomas moved out of his place and moved into the place where he is now. He said he moved out of gated community to a place where they got trucks driving around. He said he felt so uncomfortable. But I understand sometimes you have to do radical things to get radical results. Once again, I'm not telling everybody to do what I do, but watch my smoke is basically what I'm saying. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I told you I was going to be short, sweet, and to the point. Once again, whatever you got to do it. Because whatever I got to do, it's going to be for myself and leading by example. Everybody can do it. If one person can do it, everybody can do it. Thank you guys for having me on the call. This has been a wonderful day. It's been a wonderful series. If you guys take anything from this call or the series that we just finished up with, take this. This is a call for action, and this is the time to do it. Let's go, fellas. Let's go, ladies, and let's do it together. Thank you all for having me on the call, and I love you. ACN, let's go.